I want to remind you that we're going to have a loaves and fishes collection at the end of today's assembly program. And if you're interested in being involved in the Saturday event, you can contact Connor Carr or Jude Bueno or Dr. Rader, and I'm sure it'll be in the announcements this week. Wanted to also mention that our Friday night win and season record means that there's a bye this week, so we will not have a game Friday night. And secondly, we'll wait to show the highlights until next Monday to kind of think about the game that Friday, November 11th. Thirdly, I'd like to thank a number of you for your work on the carnival. That means a lot to a lot of young families. You know, those young kids are really excited to be here, and it's very meaningful to them and their families. And I want to particularly congratulate Mr. Sawyer. Let's give him a round of applause for all he did. Also want to thank so many of you who were here yesterday for our admission preview day. That's all organized by Mr. Farrell and his office, and they did a great job, and you did as well. And it turned out to be just one of our best admissions days, and I appreciate that as well. Thank you for remembering to wear coats and ties today. We've had a lot of coats and ties the last 2 days, and that signals for me to say to you that with the late start tomorrow, I think I'm just going to give you all a casual day. So we'll all have a casual day tomorrow. So a cheap way to get applause, but I just am grateful for all those things I listed that you did. So thought that was merited. Those backpacks are here, and they will be distributed on Wednesday. More about that tomorrow in the announcements, but they'll be distributed at advisory on Wednesday morning with information about how to follow up on that. A couple of highlight information I want to give you. 2 of NBA's 3 robotics teams tied for first place in their first tournament of the year in White House recently. And Dr. Lex says it's been the best start so far for robotics. He's really proud of their work and their achievement, and more about that as they continue to compete. And then lastly for me, you heard information, I hope, this morning about the cold weather gear drive, that begins today and goes through November 18th. A few ways to highlight that collection would be to note the items that they're interested in. I won't read them this morning. We need your advisors to log what you bring in over these 3 weeks or so. And there are lots of nice prizes and rewards for doing a good job. Chandon, now if you please come up and make that presentation. You are nearby, I hope. Here he comes.
Hey, y'all. The mock trial team recently took some major W's to kick off the year. First, we sent 2 teams to the 2022 Empire Online Tournament. And after the prelims, the A team was ranked 3rd, the B team was ranked 6th. In the end, the team pulled out a close victory against UWC Changshu from China. Alex Dean, William Guo were awarded as witnesses, and Ethan Bandicari was named one of the top attorneys at the competition.
And since one win wasn't enough, the Law Dogs flew down to Chicago to compete with 32 teams, so around 200 people. And in our 4 prelim rounds, every single judge voted for our team, meaning we entered the championship round 12-0 in ballots. And we clinched it out in a super close win against Henrico High School from Virginia. which was typical law dog style for us. So for awards, Frank Pierce was recognized as a witness, and Chandon Klamaco earned 2 attorney awards, 1 for prosecution and 1 for defense. So for that, we'd like to present these 2 trophies to Mr. Joya and the school.
I should add their head coach, Wade Cowan, is here today with us for TOTOMOI on my right, and he is getting a record that probably is competing with Miss Chen's over these 30-plus years that you have selflessly led this program. So thanks for all that you've done. I know the students really appreciate it as well, Wade. Mr. Paliki, you're going to come up, I believe, and make an announcement.
Good morning, everyone. I'm here to speak briefly about the Wilson grants for the World War I and World War II trips, as well as the Wilson grants for travel. I am presenting this information to you this morning because there have been a few changes to the application process that potential candidates should be aware of. But before I begin, please note that this information does not apply to the Wilson Language Immersion grants. That application has not changed. If you want more information about that grant or any of these grants, you can also go to the MBA webpage or by asking one of the individuals whose name you'll see at the end of this presentation. So let's begin. First off, we should consider ourselves extremely fortunate to have these opportunities here at MBA. But unfortunately, we cannot bring everyone. The language travel and World War I, World War II grants are competitive grants to destinations overseas, and they are fully funded. This includes round-trip travel, the cost of the program, and some bonus activities, and all food and lodging. It does not include personal spending money. For the Wilson Language Travel Grant, applicants can select to travel to one of the destinations on the slide above me. Most of these programs are 4 weeks, with a 2 to 3 week homestay. They are highly selective grants, and candidates need to meet the following criteria. Most applicants need to already have participated in a Wilson Language Immersion program. However, there's still a pathway for those who have not participated in an immersion program to receive a travel grant. Other considerations are a track record of excellence, both in and outside the classroom, positive contributions to the MBA and wider community, commitment to continue language studies at the highest level, and a student must be able to travel to and from the program site with the rest of the group on the preset dates of travel. The Wilson World War I, World War II grant is to England and France, and it is only open to rising seniors. The dates of travel are in June, and these dates are already posted on the school website. These grants are also highly competitive. To qualify for consideration for the World War I, World War II grant, applicants need to be rising seniors. They need to be in good academic standing and have a clear disciplinary record. They need to have demonstrated strong interest in history, and ideally World War I, World War II, and they must have demonstrated curiosity about different cultures and the ability to engage with people from different cultural and socioeconomic backgrounds. Finally, they must be able to travel to and from Europe with the rest of the group on the preset dates of travel. So some of you may be wondering, what does contributions outside the classroom look like? Well, on the slide above me, you should now see some examples of what this means. If you do not have this experience, now is a good time to become involved because the application deadlines are in a few weeks. And Mr. Joya also mentioned some other opportunities earlier in the assembly, and I believe Dr. Rader sent out an email to everyone about opportunities this Saturday. So these are ways to get involved. When it comes to selecting candidates, the selection committees make the selections based on the strength of the application itself. Therefore, it is vital that candidates fully complete all parts of the application and that they turn in a hard copy on time. I highly recommend that if anyone is interested, they need to download a copy of the application now and go over it carefully so they may budget their time effectively and turn in the strongest application possible by the due dates listed above. As I said at the beginning, these grants are amazing opportunities. They can further your learning of languages and of history. They permit you to learn more about different cultures and what it is like to live and move about in another country. On these trips, we try to get students to engage meaningfully with the surrounding community, which includes the opportunity to try a variety of regional cuisines, You will also have a lot of free time to explore on your own, and you may also enjoy some unique experiences such as, well, I don't know how to describe it, but whatever this is right here. So in conclusion, we should feel very fortunate to have these opportunities, but we should also not take them for granted. The best candidates for these trips are those who really want to go for the right reasons. I do hope that this information has given those of you who are considering applying for these grants a better understanding of these programs. And if you do have any questions, please reach out to one or more of the individuals listed above. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Palicki, and I share your sentiments about what an incredible opportunity this is for the school and students. So please follow up if you're interested. Lastly, Reed, if you'd come up and make that announcement.
Gentlemen, when you think about MBA, what do you think about? Gentlemen, scholars, athletes perhaps? That's not what I think about. No, no, no. I think about one word: winners. So gentlemen, for those of you who do not know, Fall at the Hall is Harpeth Hall's annual talent show, in which MBA gentlemen and Harpeth Hall girls fiercely compete for the title of the best victor and most talented group. You might be thinking to yourself, Harpeth Hall talent show? Harpeth Hall must have won last year. Wrong. MBA did. We need to keep it that way. So next Sunday, show out to Harpeth Hall at their new wellness facility. If you have a talent which you would like to share, which, gentlemen, I'm sure each and every one of you do, please email me and I can have you signed up. Or if you would like to show up and cheer on the troops, do so. We need you. Thank you.
Thank you, Reed. Very nice to have 8 distinguished members of the faculty and an alum here today, former members of TOTOMOI. I've already recognized Mr. Cowan, who's here, Dr. Gaffney, Dr. Neergaard, Mr. Gaither, Ms. Pommel, Mr. Klausner, Ms. O'Connell, and Ms. Chen. Join me in thanking them for being here today. So now we will have our orchestra perform, and then Browning will come up and begin the program.
Today, we will conduct the fall tapping for TOTOMOI, NBA's honorary fraternity which represents the highest achievement of an NBA student. Before I begin, I'd like to discuss briefly the purposes and qualification for membership to TOTOMOI. The TOTOMOI Constitution describes the motto of the fraternity as integrity, loyalty, and service. The purposes are to promote worthwhile student activities and uphold traditions, to further high moral, ethical, and spiritual development, to encourage, support, and increase student, parent, alumni, and community interest and participation in all existing activities and traditions of Montgomery Bell Academy, and to honor by recognition of their merit outstanding members of the student body, the alumni, the faculty and staff, and friends of Montgomery Bell Academy. Membership shall be made up of junior and senior members of the student body, the alumni, and the faculty and staff, past or present, and any friends of the school who have by their efforts in the school's behalf proved themselves worthy to be so honored. The present faculty members of TOTOMOI who were tapped as faculty are Dr. Clay Bailey, Mr. Travis Barclay, Mr. Bill Compton, Mr. Bradford Joya, Ms. Catherine Holyfield, Mr. John Lanier, Mr. Haywood Moxley, Mr. Robert Pruitt, Mr. Roderick Russ, Mr. Frank Simpson, and Mr. Jamie Tillman. Faculty members tapped as students are Mr. Dion Coofer, Mr. Pat Killian, Mr. Tom Markham, Mr. Todd Moran, Mr. Emmett Russell, and Mr. Brooks Tate. Candidates must have rendered outstanding service to the student body and the school as a preliminary prerequisite for consideration. In the case of members of the student body, these services shall be in 3 or more of the following fields: academics, athletics, extracurricular activities related to MBA, student government and leadership, service and citizenship, and the arts. In the case of alumni and faculty and staff, they shall by their contribution either to the name and honor of the school or directly in service to the school, prove themselves worthy of being so honored. In the case of other friends of the school, they should qualify themselves for consideration by their outstanding or continued loyalty and service to the school. Performing the tapping today are the current seniors of TOTOMOI: Simon Chan, Wiley Buenahora, Middleton Henry, Mac Russ, and I. Let the tapping begin.
No, you're supposed to say. You're supposed to say. All right, Alex Barnard. You have distinguished yourself in the classroom with 10 AP and honors courses in your junior and senior year, particularly in Spanish, in which you won the academic medal last year. Your true love for the subject makes itself evident in your enrollment in AP Spanish 4 and participating in a Wilson Immersion Grant. You have taken on this challenging course load on top of a busy debate and extracurricular schedule, including the Stock Market Club and the Young Democrats Club, of which you are the secretary this year. Despite all of these commitments, you have still made time to serve others through your involvement in the Urban Debate League. Through your many contributions to the NBA community, please accept this key as a symbol of your induction into TOTOMOI.
Nate Cantrell, during your time on the Hill, you have shined in every aspect of MBA life. Academically, you have excelled, taking 10 AP and honors classes your junior and senior years. Your love for learning has earned you 2 gold medals on the National Spanish exam and an exchange to Barcelona your junior year. Athletically, you wrestled your 9th and 10th grade years and have played football all 4 years of high school. You have been an integral part of many clubs, including FCA, the Broadcasting Club, the Bell Ringer, and the Irish Heritage Club, of which you are a co-founder. Elected the treasurer of the Service Club, you have been a key leader of Dance Marathon as well as the project manager for Holiday Market. Your commitment to MBA and your unwavering positive attitude are a model for the whole student body. For these reasons and more, we are proud to offer you membership into TOTOMOI. Congratulations.
Shannon Klimico, you've excelled academically throughout your MBA career, taking 10 honors and AP courses your junior and senior year, and earning membership in cum laude as a junior, in addition to being recognized as a National Merit semifinalist. Extracurricularly, you have made a marked impact as a member of the Young Democrats Club, the Stock Market Club, and the Bell Ringer, and you have demonstrated your leadership capability as the class treasurer every year of high school and a captain of the mock trial and debate teams the past 2 years. In mock trial and debate, you have distinguished yourself, leading NBA teams to national championships and being universally acknowledged as one of the best debaters in the country. Shannon, for all of these accomplishments, you are more than qualified for membership into TOTOMOI. Congratulations.
Yadish Jindal, during your time at MBA, you have proven yourself to be accomplished in academics, extracurriculars, service, and the arts. You have qualified for the Junior Honor Society and were named a National Merit semifinalist. Taking 9 different AP classes along with multivariable calculus, your class achievements are some of the finest at MBA. Beyond classes, you also joined Belmont Rise as a researcher on computer object recognition and earned publication into the National Junior Academy of Sciences. This achievement, along with your work in Science Olympiad, has shown your commitment to scientific knowledge. Beyond academics, your status as a multi-year competitor in Model UN and a captain of mock trial has proven your ability to communicate and reason with others. You also support others through your work in the Service Club. You have improved the lives of many people through your role as a leader in Small World Yoga and as a member of the MLK Society. In the arts, you are a valid member of the Handmaster Singers, have performed in 3 different plays, and co-founded the NBA Quartets. Yadish, your involvement across many fields showcases your passion and care for others. Congratulations on your membership in TOTOMOI.
Jackson Leffler, you've distinguished yourself academically throughout your time at MBA, taking 8 APs and 2 honors classes over the course of your junior and senior years, and being named a National Merit Semifinalist. Your passion for learning has taken you beyond the classroom as you further your education with Wilson grants and participation in the sophomore year leadership opportunity. In addition to these academic accomplishments, you found time to be deeply involved in all aspects of the MBA community, running track and cross country, co-founding and leading the Crypto Club, and participating in Science Olympiad, the Stock Market Club, and the Real Estate Club, all for multiple years. These commitments come from your genuine passion for learning and the joy that sharing your knowledge with others brings you. For these reasons and many more, we're proud to offer you this key to symbolize your membership in the TOTOMOI. Congratulations. Andy Nunn, you've given your talents to every part of life on the Hill. Academically, you've challenged yourself with 7 APs and 2 honors courses over your junior and senior years. Your passions for Spanish and sports writing have led you participating in 3 Wilson grants over your MBA career, becoming a lead teacher for ESL, and establishing yourself as an acclaimed writer and editor for The Bell Ringer. You've excelled in these areas, receiving multiple awards for your writing and being named a member of the National Spanish Honor Society as a sophomore. You've also lettered on the varsity track and cross-country team since your sophomore year. Despite all these commitments, you still found time to give to extracurriculars like JCL, the Catholic Club, and Model UN. You followed your passions and used your talents to better the MBA community throughout your time at MBA, and it's for these reasons and many more that we're proud to offer you this key to symbolize your membership in the TOTOMOI. Congratulations.
Carter Osborne, you are truly a gentleman scholar and athlete. You have taken 11 AP and honors classes your junior and senior years, while also winning multiple awards on the National Latin Exam, MBA Poetry Contest, and being a commended National Merit Scholar. You have taken on many leadership roles, being editor-in-chief of the Bell Ringer and presidents of the Red Poet Society and Disc Golf Club. Your love for writing and making music has led you to write and produce multiple albums and songs and perform in Dada. Athletically, you are a 3-time varsity letterman in both cross country and track. Your commitment to MBA extends to service as well, being inducted into the King Society your junior year and serving as the project manager for Saturday Scholars your junior and senior years. Carter, for your outstanding contributions to the MBA community, please accept this key as a symbol of your membership in the TOTOMOI. Congratulations.
Reed Sullivan, you've proven yourself as a hard worker and a diligent student, taking 10 AP or honors courses in your junior and senior years. You specifically set yourself apart in your study of German, earning 3 gold medals in the National German exam and participating in 2 Wilson grants. You were a natural leader and someone whom your classmates look up to, as made evident by their electing you as class president for 4 consecutive years. Perhaps your largest contribution to the MBA community has been your dedication to theater. Over the last several years, you performed major roles in several MBA productions, such as Urinetown and The Crucible, and have earned the recognition of the International Thespian Society. You've used your love of the arts to better the MBA community, serving as president of the Improv Club and helping to organize Indata, MBA's annual arts festival. Even with all these commitments, you found time to explore other passions, such as your love for cooking. You founded and are president of the Culinary Club. Reed, you were intelligent, a natural leader, and someone who's not afraid to pursue their passions, and the MBA community is better for having you in it. Please accept this key as a symbol of your membership to TOTOMOI.
This concludes the fall tapping at TOTOMOI. Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen, for your work in organizing today's ceremony. Let me ask those of you who collect for the Loaves and Fishes Soup Kitchen to go to an appropriate spot so that can signal to you all that if you'd like to donate, the school would appreciate that very much. And if you want to participate, just see Jude or Connor or email them. Remember the cold weather gear drive. There'll be announcements about that throughout these weeks. And let me read a quick summary of the athletics. We defeated Knoxville Catholic in football, 56-24. The junior school A team in soccer defeated Lipscomb. The varsity hockey team defeated both Franklin BGA team and Centennial. The bowling team defeated DCA and lost to Columbia Academy. The swim team won all 3 events this weekend at an invitational. The JV wrestling team defeated Harding. The JV cross-country team finished second in the recent tournament, and the crew team received 1 gold, 3 silver, and 2 bronze medals at the Cumberland River Regatta this past Saturday. New members of TOTOMOI, please stay where you are. We'll take a photo right by the podium here. Thanks for your cooperation, and welcome again to our guests.